It's the 1st of August. This is 7 grains of salt. And I'm going to just talk briefly about Enneagram. Notice that it was in the Christian paper here, the Lutheran Christian paper called Kirkko ja Kaupunki, which means church and city newspaper here in Finland. And really didn't like the looks or sounds of it, and I just wanted to research it a little. You can look it up from there. So when I saw this, I kind of wondered, what is an Enneagram? So I looked, and it's basically a personality test, tool for personal, collective, and training. You can find all this out on the net, but the words originate from the Greek words ennea, which is 9, and gramos, a written symbol. And the 9 personality types are these here: reformer, helper, achiever, individualist, investigator, loyalist, enthusiast, challenger, peacemaker. I looked on many different sites, and when I found this also, it said a 9-sided polygon is formed by 3 overlapping triangles, which it is, and is stated to represent a trinity of trinities and can be a symbol of holiness or spiritual completion. Interesting. So then I looked into it and finding where it originated from. Well, there was a lot of discrepancy or disputed of where it came from. It's like over 4,000 years ago. But the most recent guy is Oscar Ichazo in South America, who researched and also taught about the Enneagram in South America and other various places. But since then, also there's been many other people who've promoted the Enneagram, as apparently now it's gone into the church. So where does it derive from? Well, let's look. It's mystical Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Sufi traditions, Taoism, Buddhism, ancient Greek philosophy, all traditions that stretch back into iniquity. That's what they stated. So I looked at it, and a lot of similarities to it goes to the tree of life in Kabbalistic symbolism, which is this, Kabbalah. Okay? So what is Kabbalah? Well, mysticism, traditional esoteric occult, secret matter, esoteric doctrine, or mysterious art. And they also mentioned it was in Islam and Sufi. I looked up the word. It was kind of meant like to me it sounded like a pastor, a priest, or someone like that. So I looked into it, and it says the phenomenon of mysticism within Islam. Okay, so that's where it originates from. Islam, a tree of life. And it looked so similar to a lot of things that I've looked into, which is I've researched symbolism, and these two looked exactly the same. I've seen this, and then when I saw the Kabbalah, and then when I saw Enneagram, to me they just too similar. This is above and below in Illuminati. Well, you can research for yourself what exactly they are. To me, they sound just so similar. So chakras and yoga and understanding the will, imagination, power, love, wisdom, order, and life. Well, an Enneagram, reformer, helper, achiever, individualist, well, we just went through those. But what about the tree of life? Crown, wisdom, understanding, mercy, strength, beauty, victory, splendor, foundation, and kingdom. Okay, well, to me, they sound too much alike. As a Christian, I would not go into this just like I wouldn't go into yoga. What does the Bible say? Yes, God made the stars, but they are for signs and for seasons. There's many many places you can look. I mean, these are just a few. It also warns that be aware that you do not raise your eyes towards the heaven and to see the sun and the moon and the stars and all the hosts of heaven, and let yourselves be led astray and worship them and serve them. We should not be serving them. And then it says here, not soon after in Deuteronomy, you shall not learn to imitate the detestable practices of those nations. There shall not be found among you anyone who makes his son or daughter pass through the fire, one who uses divination and fortune-telling, one who practices witchcraft, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer, or one who casts a charm or a spell, or a medium, or a spiritist, or a necromancer. For anyone who does these things is utterly repulsive to the Lord. I'm just reading what I said. I don't know. You can make your own, do your own research. This is just something that I've looked into, and this is my opinion. If they're teaching this in your church, I think you need to think twice about whether you're attending there. Write them, question them, because God says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're one of a kind, just like a snowflake, in my opinion. Read the Word. There's only one way to the Father, and that's through Jesus, through repentance and accepting Him into your heart. Research, understand the origination of everything before you allow anything to affect your life. Remember the song, "Be careful, little eyes, what you see or hear"? Yeah, just warning. Well, until next time, I thank you, and I hope you have a great week.